Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Peace be upon you. I'm trying this interesting new concept for the first time. I am live right now. There's a brother, I believe he's from India because he said some Hindi or Urdu that I had trouble understanding initially. And he's asking, how do you? So I just posted a video about janaza as I was on my way to a Muslim funeral prayer service. And on it, he was commenting, how do you prove the Quran is authentic and trustworthy? Okay, so please excuse it. It's a Saturday with my family. If my toddler is here, he's doing the best that I can. Anyhow, he's trying to put his mask on. And I might step outside just to make things a little bit easier. Hopefully, to answer your question, I'm gonna butcher the name. I can't say it's an Indian name because it could be Punjabi, it could be Tamil, it could be, I'm not sure. But the brother, he's got a nice twirl to his mustache. Please see if you can join. I was just talking back and forth with him in the comment section. Yes. And he had a few questions. And so how do we prove the Quran is authentic and trustworthy? So first and foremost, we have someone watching right now. I hope it is a brother. If you are here, please comment. I will try to feature the comment. So we are live right now, so you can interact with me. This is Yaser. Currently, it is 1:02 here, Central Standard Time here in the Midwest in the United States. Yes, so if you are here, please comment, and I will do my best to answer your question live. So yes, the question being, how do we prove the Quran is authentic and trustworthy? And among a few other questions that he had about Muslim funeral prayer services. So the Quran, I'm going to do the best that I can with this. I was hoping the brother would be here so we can interact with him. And I would even send him a link possibly, so if he wants to join face-to-face, we can talk. Literally, I would just invite you to this. If you're watching live, let me try doing this real quick. How do I? Again, I'm sorry, I'm learning this technical difficulties. How do I do this? Comments. I'm trying this from my phone too, so this is the first time. Usually from a PC, I have more options. But so the Quran is authentic. This is the claim that Muslims make, and the book itself says it. In fact, the moment you open up the Quran, after the prologue, after chapter 1, chapter 2, hold up, my son's causing some trouble. Let me flip my camera around real fast. Oh, no, why is there a cat? 1 second, give me a second. Settings, camera, front facing. Perfect, got it. So the moment you open up the Quran, right, this is the clear Quran. You can actually, when you order this for free from Gain Peace, but again, if you're out of the country, yes, sorry, my son, please excuse, we're all young ones. This is an excellent translation, probably the most recently written one. Now, again, some features of the Quran. Let's go straight to the first chapter. Literally among the first lines in the Quran is, this is the book in it that there's no doubt, guidance for those who, let's get to it straight. I'll just show you straight up. Surah Baqarah, aka referring to this. So chapter 2 of the Quran immediately says Alif Lam Mim. Boom, right off the bat, we don't know what that means because this is God's book. Might be an attention grabber, might be that. Even no Muslim scholar today knows this. ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. This is the book that there is no doubt about it. A guide for those mindful of God. So boom. It's chapter 2. Verse 2. Again, Quran is very simple. I don't have to, there's no versions of the book. Everyone has it. There's different translations, correct? Right? But there's no changing that. So again, I'm going to see if I can switch back and forth between these. Ooh, I can. Yeah, so this is the book in which there's no doubt. So immediately as you open up this book, it's speaking to you. Now, how do you know it's authentic? Read the rest of the book. Or there's in fact, I will send you a video of that I had made with Dr. Sabeel about the challenge. If anybody can come up with a book like this, or even a surah like this, and throughout history, many people have tried. And some other things about authenticity is God Himself says it. I don't have the verse memorized, but I can point it out to you in the book that He says that the preservation of this book is for the purpose of that. Oh, someone's going to join the journey. Let's see who it is. Banners, brand. How do I add other people to it? No, anyway, I thought I heard the sound of somebody joining this. I had sent one more person to try to join. But yes, so there's a few ayahs. I will reply to you in the comments on that say that the Quran's preservation is up to God. And this is the last and final messenger. So it's the seal of the prophets. Khatamul Anbiya, right? So out of culminating the entire. So imagine if this was a message coming all the way from Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, right? Oh man, I'm getting a call from my. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to let this call go, just because there's a wedding going on overseas in India, and I'm gonna take a call. Okay, peace. Welcome, everyone. Alrighty, guys. Sorry about that. I had just intercepted a WhatsApp call from a cousin of mine from overseas getting married. So anyway, if anybody's here, please feel free to post a comment in the live stream. I will share with that. But moving on back to the topic, God willing, inshallah. So the Quran itself says that it is. And to prove it, let's look at it. Go to any Quran from any century, go to Quran from any country, and look at the Arabic version. It is word for word the same. And it is what it is from the Arabic version. So Quran was revealed in Arabic, and till this day it is recited. Muslims pray 5 times a day, and as we pray, we recite surahs from the Quran. So there's 2 types of prayer in Islam. There is the formal prayer, 5 times a day. We bow down no matter if you're rich, poor, man, woman, young, old, as long as you're the age of intellect, you are able to choose between right and wrong, you should pray. So for example, if anything happens to a kid, do they enter paradise? Yes, there's no original sin in Islam. Again, let's stay on topic with the Quran. Untrustworthy. So what would make it untrustworthy? Let's compare it to other religious texts. What would this brother who's asking me, again, I'm assuming you're from India, just because of the name, but I would like to converse with you some more. But are you comparing it to the Vedas? Are you comparing it to this? one author, one time, and study it some more, inshallah. I will leave you links from episodes in the Peace Talk, or about 15, 20-minute episodes, 30-minute episodes tops, where you can watch and learn. Go to our website, gainpeace.com, or just like Why Islam, or any reputable source written by Muslims. If you really want to learn about the Quran, learn about it from Muslims. Or how about this? You're a thinking man. We are all into people. Go ahead, message me personally. Like I said, we do normally only ship it to the United States, continental United States too. But get yourself a Quran. Maybe this will, you can find it online too. Go to Quran.com. Very, very simple. Just slash the chapter number. Quran is 114 chapters. Now I'm going to flip again real quick just to show you the Quran's layout, if that helps. And again, I'm here to help you as best I can. So this is the Quran. The first several, it starts off with the long chapters. And by the way, the Quran is much shorter than the Bible. And it's also, it's a book that's meant to be recited. So let's take a look at this. Chapter 73 is this long. Boom, it's one page. Chapter 74. It is an easy read. Chapter 76. Surah Insan, humans. Very, very simple. Like 79. Surah Naziat, those angels stripping out souls. Surah 80. Very, very simple. And some of the short, toward the end of the Quran, they're really, really short surahs. Look how short they are. 100 Surah 106, 107, 108. Look at this, Surah Takathur. Now, one surah I'm going to point you out to real quick that is very, very short is this one right here. Surah 103, Surah Asr, Al-Asr. Al means the. Passage of time. Right? This is a Meccan surah. Look, this surah is only 3 verses long. Okay? And it's saying, this again, Quran is meant to be recited. Muslims recite these in their prayers. Wal Asr. I know the Arabic that is memorized because, we recite the Quran. Muslims, like this is something that I kind of, writing calligraphy is something that I kind of take a lot of pride and joy in learning and working on. I gotta do this quick. And the translation is Wal Asr, by the passage of time. Literally, the Quran is God's words verbatim. It's not inspired by God. It's not about God. No. It is God's words that Angel Gabriel spoke to Muhammad. And so, yes, so it's like by God. God swearing by time. Sorry, misspoke. By the passage of time. Surely humanity is in grave loss. Innal insana lafi khusr. Indeed, all of humankind are losers, grave loss. Everyone's a loser in a state of loss. Illa alladhina, except those. Illa alladhina amanu, those who have faith. Wa amilu salihat, and do good. Wa tawasaw bil haqqi, those who urge each other to do truth. Wa tawasaw bis sabr, and those who urge each other to perseverance. So look at this, 3 ayahs. In fact, one of the Muslim scholars has said, if nothing else in the Quran was revealed, Imam Shafi had said this, if nothing else in the Quran was revealed, this chapter alone would be sufficient for the success of humankind. It's Surah Asr. Again, this is not even Quran. This is just explaining that this was a Meccan surah, revealed early in the Prophet's life, and this is the context of revelation. And 3 ayahs can literally change humankind. Time is a witness, time which is moving so quickly that all of mankind are in grave loss, except those, and it gives out 4 criteria. And those criterion are, everyone's a loser except those who believe, those who have faith, those who do good deeds, that's number 2, and it's and. So those who believe and do good deeds and promote the truth and promote patience or perseverance. Again, different translations, but if I had the Arabic version with me, like most Muslims in their household, and like they'll have multiple Qur'ans, and all the Arabic is the same. The translations, there might be a translation from the 90s, this generation from the United States. All these things, we should always be reading always be connecting. So now the brother who asked about how do I prove the Quran is authentic, I don't know if I did a good job. Sorry, I'm just on my downtime trying to do my best that I can to help you guys. And I hope you enjoyed this. How do you know that it's trustworthy? Study Prophet Muhammad's life. Literally, look at even what non-Muslims, leaders and non-Muslim intellectuals have said about Muhammad. Every time that people have gone through history to write the top 10 most influential people, top 100 most influential people, always Muhammad, peace be upon him, Muhammad ibn Abdullah, Muhammad Khatam al-Anbiya, right, the seal of the prophets, comes up number one as the most effective leader, not just a spiritual leader, not just like a great, brilliant strategist, not just a great father, husband, perfect example, like the example I was telling you about earlier, the seal of the prophets. Now imagine if this was a Coke can or like a bottle or or something. You get the idea. All the prophets have been adding water, have been adding water to this, and he's the seal, meaning he's the last and final one to complete the message. And this message of the Quran, unlike previous scriptures, this is preserved. God himself took it upon himself to preserve it. Like Jesus is not a complete message. He didn't live out his full life the way all other prophets of God did. In fact, that's why he's going to return. And just like Moses, he lived a full, long, healthy life. He got married twice. He got, he led his people and he established a state, the 10 Commandments, everything. Muhammad actually fulfills that prophecy because he more than Jesus does. So Muhammad's the Messiah in that sense. But again, I'm not too much well versed in the Bible, Old Testament, like what the Tanakh, as the Jewish faith, Judeo faith considers it, and the Christian faith, the addition of the New Testament with all of these disciples who sometimes didn't even see Jesus, but been writing letters and things of the Quran. Quran is simple, one author, and the author is God. And Muhammad didn't write the Quran. Muhammad was illiterate. He could not read or write. That was well documented. Muhammad was a shepherd. Muhammad was a simple man. And simply at the age of 40, Angel Gabriel came to him. And since then, for the next 23 years, little by little, passages of this book that's meant to be recited, Quran, till this day, Muslims practice it in its original form. And like I said, read the Quran for yourself. This is the living miracle. God's no longer sending prophets and messengers. The seal has come onto the product is finished. And from now until the end of time. So basically, if you look at the timeline of humankind, right? There's humankind, right? Adam's up in the front, right? And Noah is like there and all the prophets. And Muhammad, we are in the last and final. We're the most blessed nation of God. One thing I want to point out real quick, if we lived in another century, we're in the 21st century now in 2020. If we lived in ancient Egypt, you know what the Shahada to enter into Islam is? Muslims claim that Adam is Muslim. Muslims claim Muhammad is Muslim. And it's true. All of them, think of it logically. Every prophet came with the same message. Every time mankind goes astray, God sends a prophet and messenger to guide back to worshiping him. Every prophet came with the same message. Worship one God. What did Moses say? At the time, if you were the people of Israel or the slaves or anybody at that time, the correct religion would be to follow Moses. Those who saw the splitting of the sea or all those miracles, that was just then and there. That was a miracle. And you know what you would say to enter Islam then? Enter the faith of Moses? I bear witness that there is no God but God and that Moses is the messenger of God. Now, before Muhammad, when Jesus was around, you know what you had to say to enter the faith of Jesus? Jesus was not sent for all of humankind. Moses was sent to the people to the tribe of Israel. Jesus was sent to the followers of Moses. Jesus was a Jew, and he came to reform the Jews because they had gone astray. And what did he say? To accept the faith of the thing. There's no God except God, and that Jesus is a messenger of God. Now, to enter Islam now, last and final messenger is Muhammad. You have to say very, very simple statement. You say this in Arabic, and boom, you are Muslim. Understand the 5 pillars, understand the 6 tenets of faith, the 6 pillars of Iman, right? And to enter into Islam, very, very simple. You just have to say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. I bear witness, I testify that there is no deity, no God, nothing else worthy of worship except for Allah. I bear witness that there's nothing else in the universe worthy of praise and worship and has no partners, I believe there's no God but God. Now, if you're atheist, you're already halfway there. I joke around about that because you're right. You don't believe in God. Now, let me just, like you already fulfilled half the commandment to become this. Yes, that's true. There's no other God. There's no other deities. And like, it's no polytheism. There's no like multiple gods and three equals one, or there's no polytheism or anything like that. The universe is simple. One God. That's the only logical explanation. An eternal being. La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. There's no God but God, and Muhammad is the last and final messenger of God. Jesus is a messenger of God. Moses is a messenger of God. So that's what you have to say to enter Islam. Maybe post it sometime somewhere else. And again, if I apologize if I took too long or if I did not do this well. I just went off the cuff, and I know we were having a comment back and forth, and you were messaging on several videos on Gain Peace's channel, on my Yaser Dawa Aslam's channel. Brother, I sincerely wish you the best. I hope I did the best that I can. Please read the book. And let's the question of how do we prove it's authentic and trustworthy is you read the book or read about the book, and open your mind. My family, a few generations back, was not Muslim, and somebody had to be open-minded enough to read it. I am studying the Bible. I am studying other faiths as well too. On my own, and I have been since I was 16. It's been like half my life later, and I'm still studying. But nothing else makes sense to me. I come from a very heavily science background. In fact, I worked in healthcare as a nuclear medicine technologist. I actually taught at a community college as well too. And like I said, science makes sense to me. And my major was in evolutionary biology. And I know some of this stuff really, really well. And there's a reason I chose to switch fields and do this, because I can work, yes, in the radiology department. I can work doing diagnostic scans or therapies and things like that, and I save someone for a few more years, a few more months. But this work, reminding people to God, no one's making me do this. I'm doing this. You think it pays well to do what I do? Let's not talk about money. But let's think about this. Instead of saving someone for a few hours or days more of their life, I might be saving their eternity. If you openly know the truth and you deny it. Muslims believe, like you saw my son earlier in the video, no original sin. Babies and everything go straight to paradise. But to enter into paradise, to enter into Jannah, the garden, heaven, just like to enter into any country, you need criterion, you need the passport, you need a visa, you need such things to enter into paradise. We have to at least have the thing, believe in one God and do good and promote the truth and have patience. So 5 pillars, following the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad, is the way to get optimally into paradise. It's the way to get to the cream of the crop, the way in the Jannatul Firdaus, so you can chill with the companions and the prophets. Sorry, I went all over the place, just off the cuff. And I hope you had an interesting thing. Brother, please feel free to reach out to me. Go to Quran.com, begin reading. If you need a place to start at chapter 103. Start with the back end of the Quran. It talks a lot about the Day of Judgment and things like that, and work your way to the front, or just open up a passage, read it, read the exegesis. If you need some structure, Gain Peace has new Muslim classes. Anybody who's watching this, there's new Muslim classes for brothers and sisters. There's mentorship. There's follow-up. There is how to do wudu, how to pray. So many other things that Gain Peace does. It's a dawah organization reaching to do outreach work. If you're watching this video right now, please go to the Gain Peace channel. Check out the recent press release that we had. Some really good coverage from ABC News, Channel 7, MSNBC, and also Fox News as well too. We invited them, and they're doing. Gain Peace is doing a lot of work in the United States, Chicago, Atlanta, New York, New Jersey, East Coast, West Coast, Midwest. That's where we're based from. And Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world and in North America. Because people who think, people who have aql, people who literally read, that's why, like I said, if you all this bash and hate that Islam gets, if something was the truth, wouldn't a lot of people be speaking out against it, hiding it, giving it a hard time? Literally, if you're doing the truth in life too, if you're being a good, honorable citizen, in the world. You know this. Someone who doesn't steal, someone who doesn't lie, someone who follows things, is not corrupt. The world gives you a hard time. Same with the faith. If Islam, if there is the one truth, not all religions can be right. Right? It doesn't make sense. Either they're all wrong or they're all right. No. They can't all be right. There has to be one creator. Some of the other messages have gotten corrupted. But Islam, like I said, is probably the only worldview remaining. What is your worldview, your contemporary worldview? Maybe we could talk about that in another episode. But sorry, I'm beginning to ramble and rant, and I got stuff to do. But I really hope, no matter where you're from, I genuinely hope that you look into Islam, God willing, and I make a prayer, and that no matter where anybody and everybody is, people, please remember me in your dua, in your supplication, and doesn't matter where you're from, east, what part of the country, what hemisphere. We're blessed to be born in the 21st century, where we have Wi-Fi, where we have internet, where we can think about the past, look at human history. This is amazing. I would like anybody and everybody, please do your best. Think, read. Muslims watching this, non-Muslims watching this, remember each other in your prayers. We're all one humankind. We are one humankind, brothers side by side. We'll have no regrets. We will not forget. One God, one goal, one's life, one soul. When the time of death comes, there will be no delaying. Your day of judgment begins, and no one will be playing. We gotta worship one God and keep on praying. Muslims know what I'm saying. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Peace be upon you. Assalamu alaikum. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I seek refuge in God from Satan the accursed. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of God, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Wal Asr. Time is a witness. By time. Innal insana lafi khusr. Indeed, all of mankind is in a state of loss. Illa alladhina, except those, amanu, those who have faith, وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, and do good deeds, وَتَوَاسَوْا بِالْحَقِّ, and promote, and those who encourage each other, promote one another, the truth, وَتَوَاسَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ, and promote one another to perseverance, patience. And with that, hope to see you guys around. Like, comment, share, spread. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Divine peace be upon you all. God's mercy and his blessings.